Hi, Today All Day. We've got a great show for you on this Wednesday morning, including an all-day exclusive chat you can only see here. But let's kick it off with Pop Start. Actress Hahn will step into the shoes of the one and only Joan Rivers for an upcoming series on Showtime. Plus, we have the first look at the new season of Jay Leno's Garage. Check it out.
What time is it? Best time of the day!
Well, that was fun, the game. It's hard to follow the weather game with you all. You make weather so fun.
Yeah.
Although, first up in Pop Star today, we do have some sad news to report out of Hollywood this morning. Actor Willie Garson, best known for his scene-stealing role on Sex and the City, has died. He was just 57 years old. NBC's Am Thompson has more on his career and how he's being remembered.
How can you not have a shrink? This is Manhattan. Even the shrinks have shrinks.
A beloved character actor for years, Willie Garson was best known for his role on HBO's Sex and the City, where he played Carrie Bradshaw's fast-talking, flamboyant, and famously funny BFF Stanford Black.
How many relationships have I been in since you've known me?
Real or imaginary?
Small in stature, Garson's lines always delivered big laughs. Garson was reunited with Sarah Jessica Parker to film an upcoming Sex and the City revival series for HBO just a few months ago. Overnight, Sex and the City castmate Cynthia Nixon, who played Miranda, said Garson was endlessly funny on screen and in real life. Mario Cantone, who played Garson's husband on the show, posting that he couldn't have had a more brilliant TV partner, adding, "You were a gift from the gods, sweet Willie." The beloved actor appeared in over 70 films and had more than 300 TV credits throughout his career that began in the mid-'80s.
Did we lose another one? Hey, Phoebes.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Ross.
He was also well known for his longtime role as the con man Mosey on White Collar.
I was never here.
Garson appeared on Today in 2014 and shared his favorite role.
What's the best thing you've ever done? Oh, I think we know.
In my life,
Yes.
I adopted my son.
Awesome.
His heartbroken 20-year-old son Nathan posting photos and video of his dad and thanking him for all of their adventures together. "You were always the toughest and funniest and smartest person I've known. I'm glad you shared your love with me. I'll never forget it or lose it." In one of his last tweets earlier this month, Garson said, "Be kind to each other, always. Love to all." For Today, Ann Thompson, NBC News.
Oh, that's so sad. Feels bad for his son. So talented and so young. The cause of Willie Garson's passing has not yet been immediately disclosed. Next up, Hahn, the actress who was recently nominated for an Emmy thanks to her part in the hit Disney Plus series WandaVision's landed her next big role. She's going to step into the shoes of the one and only Joan Rivers for an upcoming series on Showtime titled The Comeback Girl. It's set to take place in the late 80s following the cancellation of Joan Rivers' late-night talk show, and will tell the story of how the beloved comedian overcame personal and professional hardships that followed that time. A lot of people remember around that time Joan tragically lost her husband, Edgar, but she then went on, of course, and led a career nearly 3 more decades of iconic TV and stand-up until her passing in 2014. Yes. Okay, and finally, Jay Leno. The comedian's back with a new season of Jay Leno's Garage, and in tonight's premiere, Jay's joined by fellow late-night host James Corden for a high-speed interview. The Late Late Show host opening up on what it was like moving his family to California when he landed that gig 6 years ago.
When we first moved here, my wife and I, we rented furniture. I wouldn't even allow us to buy a couch because I was like, babe, this show is going to get cancelled. I'm going to get fired. And when I get fired, we're going to want to get out of here as quick as possible. And the last thing we want to be trying to do is sell a couch.
Is that an interview in 2 different cars?
Yeah, it's a lot going on there.
I've never seen that. They're not next to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe to show off 2 cars.
James in the convertible.
Interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Season 6 of Jay Leno's Garage premieres tonight at 10 p.m. over on CNBC. That is your Pop Start, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back. Today on the third hour, Maria Shriver spotlights a growing trend in relationships. Older women dating younger men. Check it out.
Well, Maria is hanging out with us this morning, and she has a fascinating look at a growing trend in relationships. Older women dating younger men.
Yes, well, there's long been a double standard in age gaps in couples. No one bats an eye when an older man dates a younger woman, but society often judges relationships when the roles are reversed. But now surveys show relationships between older women and younger men are becoming really common. So we sat down with several couples and a dating expert to find out why. It's been called the Mrs. Robinson syndrome, older women going after much younger men. These kinds of couples have been in the Hollywood spotlight for decades, but now experts say they're becoming more mainstream. One survey found 81% of women are open to dating someone 10 years younger than them, and nearly 90% of men are interested in dating someone 10 years older. Matchmaker Julie Spira says she sees it all the time.
Women are now going to be dating like men.
What does that mean, women are now going to be dating like men?
These days, women have the economic power. They've got great careers, so they aren't necessarily looking for somebody to be their equal on a bank statement.
To find out why, we gathered 3 couples whose age differences ranged from 6 years to 16 years to 20 years.
I am 46 years old.
I'm 26 years old.
You may recognize Tracy and her boyfriend Eric from the hit Bravo TV show $1 Million Listing LA. She's a successful real estate agent. He was her personal trainer, and he asked her out. What made you go like, let's go?
The younger girls, they really don't know what they want. They're kind of lost, and then I feel lost, and then I saw her confidence, and I was so attracted by just how she works really hard for what she wants.
Until I met Eric, I went out with a ton of men who were attracted innately to the fact that I was confident, successful, until we were alone. And then it was like, oh, I don't want you to have too much of an opinion. Right. I like the idea of you, but not really.
Teresa and Laquelle also make more money than their partners, Colin and Malik. But they say the emotional support these younger men give them is far more fulfilling than having a financial breadwinner.
The more we continued, I realized that he was providing in a different way.
He's providing in a different way. In what way is he a provider?
Communication. I definitely think he's a better communicator than me. I think this generation, I believe that they're more fearless. They're able to say how they feel in that moment, handle it, and move forward.
You know, I'm not concerned with my woman making more money than me at all.
That doesn't threaten your manhood.
No. I think the younger generation of men see that being a good partner is like, you know, making sure your woman's fulfilled emotionally and mentally and physically.
These couples say the hardest part is dealing with outside judgments, that their relationships are just about sex or money.
They were kind of thinking like, oh, Colin found a sugar mama. They just think I sit around.
You're a gold digger.
Yeah.
A lot of the judgment actually comes from women. With the movements that have been happening, why now would you choose to judge another woman for embracing her sexuality and her own strength and choosing to date someone younger? That would never be judged by a man dating 30 or 40 years younger.
Do any of you women worry about he's going to wake up and want a girl who's 26?
You know, in the beginning, I think it was definitely a part of our conversation, like, are you going to trade me in for a younger model? And his, answer was, well, you might trade me in for a younger model.
So to some woman who's sitting out there who's in her late 40s, her 50s, her 60s, and who's like going like, what would you say to her?
I say, put yourself out there. Why? The pool is already so small to find the right person for yourself. Why are we making it even smaller? Men don't. Why should women?
One study by the Kinsey Institute found that older women and younger men partners report the highest level of satisfaction of any kind of couple. And these couples really show how gender roles are changing in relationships and becoming more fluid for the better. And they were very confident, these women. And I found them incredibly inspiring.
Yeah, I'm curious, have you interviewed any of the women who have kids who maybe have an issue with their mom dating a younger man?
Yeah, you just heard from her. She has two, Tracy, the real estate agent, she has 2 teenage daughters, and no issue. They're like, we're happy to see our mom happy. And she points out that, Eric is not trying to be their father. he's actually helping them get in shape. So I think that also confirms, kids want to see their parents happy.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's certainly what they say. And these women are happy. And they really made me rethink what I thought going into the story, for sure.
Brian is actually 6 years younger than me, and we didn't date at first because I'm like, he's 6 years younger than me. He's like still in college, and I'm like in my career. So it all felt weird, that stigma. But then, our friendship just blossomed, and one of those things I noticed, the communication factor, because I'm not that I'm a different generation, but I tend to close off and not talk, and he makes me communicate and talk out your feelings and all that kind of stuff, so I can relate to that.
Yeah, and I love the way the guy was saying that this generation of men see their role in providing in a different way than their fathers. It used to be only there to be a financial provider, and these guys are talking about being emotionally, spiritually, etc.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's really interesting. Thanks, Maria.
Welcome back. Today on Hoda and Jen, and we reveal our winning outfits from Savannah's closet. Take a look.
Okay, but it is time to reveal the winning looks, our outfits from Tuesday.
Okay, so as a reminder this morning, we've been styled by Savannah. Okay, so she picked all 6 of her outfits from her own closet, which is just like a Tuesday for me.
She's just, by the way, she's like a proud mom off camera, but then she added the finishing touches with jewelry, and she did the whole thing.
I feel like she's kind of our mama jerk. Savannah, come on out.
I'm so excited.
You're like a mom. You're like a proud stage mom.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Okay.
You look so good.
Okay.
Cute.
Now, what were our choices? Let's remember. Okay, let's look back. All right, so each of us had 3 choices. Those are mine. Mine was the yellow blazer, SG.
That would have been so
that
cute.
floral dress, which I've seen you in, and the cute pantsuit matching.
Yes, I love that. Monochromatic.
Yes.
Okay, and then my looks were sort of the school mom outfit. I believe I've worn that shirt before. And then the Kate McKinnon, we call it the Kate McKinnon suit around here. And then that kind of, this look, number C, looks most like you.
Yeah.
I love that look. That's my
kind
favorite.
of goth.
That looks like you.
Well, it's like cute and goth. It's not goth, but
it's like school mom on top, goth on the bottom.
Like maybe you're like a rocker mom who's got a tattoo or a piercing.
Okay, well, I don't have a tattoo.
But do you have a tattoo?
No, but I've been wanting to get
Okay,
one.
I know you got lots of piercings. Okay,
Let's
shall
go.
we?
Okay,
roll,
let's
please, everybody. And should we get up?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Go.
Oh my gosh, you guys look so good.
That looks great on you.
That looks so good. You know what? I'm mad. I'm mad at how good that looks on you.
By the way, it feels really good. I have to say, it's cozy, comfy.
Yes.
It feels like a million.
You look incredible.
And you told us to wear rings.
Oh, yeah, so then I wanted to style you guys. Okay, so let's show what you have.
Okay.
So, Hody, I gave you kind of this, like, punk rocker black ring.
You wanted me to put
I wanted
them on
you to
a
have a little, like,
pointer,
funky.
but you know what I
Well, it
noticed?
doesn't matter. Okay, that's fine, but I like how you did it. You had 2 pink earrings.
because that's all I can
cute.
do. Okay.
And then, so little black jewels there for your bracelets, like a little stack.
Yep, I did that.
I thought that was cute. And then I had you in these metallic I gave you 2 metallic choices.
Look at those shoes.
I actually think the other ones were better, but those are more comfy. So
These are super
aren't they
comfy.
cute?
I didn't even
You could run a
unsnap strap
marathon
on
in
By the way,
those.
she may keep those just like your red boots.
Oh, I still have your red boots.
What? I don't even remember what red.
You'll
Oh,
love
those are. I need
I
those.
know, and they're
It's raining
awesome.
today.
Okay, let's talk about
Okay,
you.
let's look at cute Jenna.
Jen,
Oh,
you
this
look
is
good. By the
so.
way, this looks
But
so
this
good.
is something that Savannah wears so much that I kind of feel like I'm her. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm like Savannah for
I wouldn't wish
Halloween.
that on my worst enemy.
That's ridiculous.
You look so cute. Okay, so your style. First of all, you got the little barrettes.
That's
Show
what she
these,
does.
which is cute.
She
I
likes
actually
the
just think
barrette.
this guy needs to come in a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to mess with it.
Okay,
Okay, that's so cute.
Okay.
And then you have the clunky heels, which I
ask you
love.
a real question?
Yeah.
How do you wear this and not get distracted?
It's a pain, so you don't see me wear it that much. But isn't it cool? It's a spine. It's a vertebra.
Oh, that's very
Yeah, and then I gave you a pinky ring.
By the way, I love the top. I love the whole
You guys look so pretty.
It's so fun that you style this.
You're like my paper dolls.
And also the fact that you have such a style, we look like you. We don't
you
have that.
actually have a unique style that's you.
Gothy.
We don't.
Goth.
Not really. I have a style I'm like a wannabe.
Goth school
Okay,
mom.
well, you guys carry on with the show.
Okay,
You
thank
look
you,
so cute.
Mama
I'm so
Jared.
proud of
Thank you, Mom.
You guys are absolutely beautiful.
We'll return most things.
Yeah,
Okay.
not the ring.
Yeah, well, I'll be waiting in the side door to get the back.
Okay. That was fun.
That was so fun.
Yeah, that was
It is
cute.
funny when you get dressed like somebody you kind of feel
I know.
like them.
Yes, you
and
do.
not yourself. Like I'm
But
like,
you
am I
wear a lot
Savannah
of
for
SG's
Halloween?
clothes. You do.
I do, but I don't put on like the
whole
look.
outfit.
I have 2 mixed earrings, by the way. Nobody even mentioned that.
Oh, yeah, you have 1 and 1. Oh, yeah, cute.
That's
you have
not
a lot
something
of
I would-
piercings. It's cute, though. Wait, let me see the other one.
2 different earrings. Not something I would normally do.
People do that?
Well, I think Savannah does.
She does that.
Yeah.
Okay. It is the first day of fall, and as you guys know, 3 o'clock, it hits 3:21, and routines have started, and sometimes you feel a little worn out from the routines of life.
September is crazy. Like, we kind of have forgotten how September feels because it's back to school, back to work.
But I think they're like habits that you have that might grind you down. You don't even realize you're doing them, but you're exhausted. And you're like, why am I exhausted?
Yeah, so
from whatever. But HuffPost compiled.
But no matter what, we're just tired, don't you think?
Yeah, I think we are. But these may be why we are. So let's reveal some of the secretly exhausting habits.
Yeah, okay, so here they are. First, watching emotionally charged television shows. Experts say that empathizing with a lead character can be really hard.
So you go to sleep after watching something, you feel bad, and then you wake up fatigued. Why am I exhausted? Because the last thing I put into my system was that. All right, another one, working at a messy desk, cluttered environments are really distracting. Don't side-eye me.
It's a full face. It's a full face. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I get to a point where I am like, I've had it up to here with my own
Tomorrow
mess.
morning, can I just kind of clean up there?
Yeah, okay. What else?
Planning too far in advance. This is so true.
Yeah.
They say that if you leave a little flexibility, it makes, if you're so like, okay, here's this, and now we have this, and then we have this, it's hard to live in the moment.
You're right, because you're scheduled to death. And then having too many apps open on your computer or your phone. And mine, the thing that exhausts me is all the things I lose and how much time I have to spend finding them.
Yes.
I'm tired at the end of trying to find things that I've lost all day.
You know, the panic of like, where is this? I need it right now.
I know. You know what they always say, rule of thumb? It's 9 times out of 10, it's in the first place you looked, but you were so frantic that you didn't see it. Because that's what I've realized for me.
You've been dropping some really important information I've never heard before.
Wait, by the way, Maria Shriver's going to be here. She's going to drop some great truth bombs on us.
We can't wait. We need it.
You know what we love? We love when our dear friend Maria Shriver stops by. We are going to talk to her a little bit about the reason that she's here. She came to do a piece on why women sometimes fight losing weight, but it's more about that.
We wanted to just check in.
We just wanted to visit. Hi.
I'm so happy. I've had so many hugs this morning, more hugs than I've had in the last year and a half. So I'm so happy to be back, to see you both, to be in the studio. I left here, you know, and then 2 days later, the whole place closed down. Shut down.
Now, some people spent this time feeling certain ways, and I feel like you spent this time learning stuff. And every time you come in, we're like, what can we learn?
I learned how to become a grandmother.
Yes.
That's been a big learning curve and been fascinating and made me remember kind of having little children around because all my kids are no longer kids, they're adults. So I'm kind of understanding what it means to be a grandmother, when I should step in, when I should step out, when my opinion is needed, when I should shut up.
Is that hard to do?
Well, it's definitely new. It's definitely new. Yeah. So, but it's awesome because Lila Maria, which is my granddaughter's name, she just, when I walk in the room, she vibrates. I was telling my brother, I said, you know, it's so good for my self-esteem because she just vibrates. She's so exciting. And imagine if people were like that when you walked in. And so the next day he came over and he goes, Maria, and he started going. I said, what happened? Are you all right? He goes, I'm just trying to show you excitement when I walk in the room.
You know, they say that my mom said there was something almost evolutionary about watching your daughter become a mom. You couldn't help but marvel. Is that how you feel?
Totally. I mean, when she had her baby, I was sobbing hysterically, uncontrollably. Didn't even, it just erupted. And then to watch her with her husband, to watch all my kids step into the role of aunt and uncle, and how this one person has kind of, her effect on the whole family is really such a beautiful thing.
Welcome back to Today Talks and our exclusive content you can only see here on Today All Day. Today was a big day.
Today was a great day. You know, it's so funny because neither of us have seen Maria Shriver in 18 months. And
when she walked in, first of all, Eddie, he's the guy who picks me up and drives me here in the morning. He picked up Maria yesterday, and he told me in great detail exactly what it felt like for him to pick her up. He said he knew she was coming. He loves Maria. He was waiting in his car. He said his heart was pounding. He said when you know, like you feel like you're a kid and you're about to see someone you haven't seen in so long. He said he saw her coming. He said it was like a movie. He goes, I hopped out of the car. She ran to him, Eddie, like she does. He said, Hoda, I held on so tight for so long. I haven't seen her in so long because Maria is a healer.
Yeah.
She comes to make everybody feel a little better, help them out with their stuff, sort out all their business, which is what she did for us.
I mean, she sat during the commercial break and we both were like just leaning in. But for you, she's one of your best friends too. I mean, I think she's one of my best friends, but it's sort of like Reese Witherspoon. For you, it's real. Like, what did that feel like?
First of all, I just adore her. She has taken my life when it has been just off balance and righted the ship. She just did it 2 weeks ago. I was like in this place where you're like, everything is upside down.
Yeah.
And suddenly we had a conversation, and it just shows you how important it is to have someone who you can say, look, I don't feel like I'm in the right, like I don't know what is happening, but I don't feel right. And she doesn't make you feel less than. She doesn't make you feel like you're messing your life up. She's just like, okay, well, and what she was describing when she was here too about your platter and making sure your priorities straight, even that exercise reminds you of like, wait, let me get back to who I am. And I'm not going to add without subtracting. I'm not going to pile on without moving things off.
You know what I think? She's so, I mean, because I feel the same way. She said things to me where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is enlightening. She's changed my life.
Yes.
But one of the things that I loved about that exercise, and I think particularly right now for all of us, and maybe particularly for some of us that are real quick
to make a decision,
do everything, is like maybe take a second. Like I feel like we keep talking about that. Like what's wrong with just taking a minute and that maybe that's before you fire off that email or a text to somebody that's, you know, there's something and my instinct is to write right back, to get right back. It's like, what's wrong with just waiting a moment?
And also evaluating, like taking a second and saying, because in my heart, I want to do that thing. It sounds fun and interesting. And so you're thinking, oh, I'd gain from it. However, when you look at your life and how crowded it is, does that mean it's going to be another night or another day that is gone and dedicated to work? And I think work's important, but she has a good sense, and I'm trying to get that sense too, of like she said now, who's going to be with you at the end? Who is it? I mean, we all love our jobs and we have great places that we work and we're really happy. But when it comes to the end of the day, what if you would have missed something that was really, really important to you for another interview that you would have forgotten about, you know, down the road? And I used to say yes to everything at work. Like my career rode sidecar for so many years. And maybe it needed to be that way, but now I've kind of had a chance to sort of reevaluate.
And think about what really fills you up. That platter exercise is amazing.
I think it's good. All the things that are important to you or that require your love, attention, and time, put them on a platter, make them in sync with how much time and energy and love you put into it. Your family, your husband, your job, your exercise, your commuting, your
and
church.
And I think the other thing, and Maria and another person that you and I both love, Christine, have said every time you do something, like I went and shot something last night and I left and I was like, this is why I do what I do. Like having you to ask yourself, do I feel full or do I feel depleted? And you may feel tired, but do
there's
you
a
feel
difference.
Energized? And
There's
if that answer is yes,
that's a good exercise.
Keep it going.
I didn't know that. Thank you for that truth bomb. That's a good one.
Oh, good. I'm glad we can drop some.
That's it for this episode of Today Talks. Keep watching. We have more of Today all day.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.